Hello and welcome to another review video. In this video we'll be looking at Volvic's new touch of cocoa pineapple flavoured water. Now a lot of you may be familiar with Volvic's existing products. They do sort of like flavoured water, and it's Volvic touch of strawberry, lemon, lime, this, that, and it is quite popular. It is quite popular. I know a lot of people quite enjoy it, and it's been around for a while. So as you can see, this one, actually no, I'm going to talk about what I found or didn't find on the internet when I looked up Volvic and this product to see what kind of marketing was around it. Aside from the posters that I've seen on buses and bus stops and in the street, which pretty much had this bottle and a little frog mascot, and it says Flavor Brasilia, the flavour of Brazil, which, as you can see here, is repeated on this little tag that's on it with the little frog. So, you know, I assume, well, it must be a drink that's bought out in conjunction with the Football World Cup, which is happening in Brazil. And of course you can see it's inspired by Brazil. You've got, you know, you've got like some sort of Hawaiian imagery there, which I don't think really fits, but you know, it adds to the tropicalness. And of course, when it's summer, people like to drink things that make them feel tropical, that make them think it's warmer and more exotic than it is. You know, you've got sunglasses to show it's a summery drink. You've got the yellow and green, you know, the Brazilian flag colours. You've got flip-flops, and you've also got, I found this absolutely endearing, this little flip-flop keychain, which is round the neck of the bottle, as you can see there. And on the bottom it just says Volvic there. And when I saw that, I was like, that is adorable. And I think that's a really good idea to sell water bottles, because it makes it feel like you're not just getting a water bottle. You know, you're getting like a keychain. You're getting a summery drink, and you know, everything about it screams summery. But when I went online, it seems that Volvic don't really have an online presence. I mean, they're owned by Danone. So on the Danone website, they had a marketing announcement to say, we're introducing this and a couple new flavours of Volvic. But there were no images. There was no link to say, you know, like, visit this page. It was very much, you know, standard marketing stuff, not the kind of thing you'd expect consumers to read. And on the Volvic website itself, which was sort of like a flash website, it mentioned Touch of Fruit as one of its products, but there was nothing about this. I mean, this is their newest thing on the market, and there was absolutely nothing about it. I also went on their Twitter and Facebook page, which were very, very bland. I think the Facebook page, the most thing it had was some animal memes, where you've got like animals doing silly things, and a very uninspiring thing like, this eagle's too cool to fly, so he walks, or these dogs are made of flowers. Like, not very inspiring. It's like the guy who's in charge of it, or girl, is very much treading carefully as to what they say, as if they don't really want to make a joke. They just slap on some animal pictures and expect people to enjoy it, which is a shame, really, because when you go on the internet and image search and social media, you get a lot of people absolutely raving about Volvic. They love it. You know, people with their car boots full of, you know, especially the flavoured range, the touch of flavour range, which it seems to be everywhere. And I really don't understand it. And it gets weirder because I think, well, I'll go on their Wikipedia page, and that's short. That's really short. Your Wikipedia, they had the banner at the top that said, this article feels too much like an advertisement. And I was like, you know what, it does. It was, Volvic is this, Volvic comes from this, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think it was more than 200 words long. It was really, really short. There were no links to new products. There were very, very few images. Very little information apart from the size of bottle that you can get it. And that was really, really weird, because the other products I've researched for this YouTube project, there's loads of it. You can't get enough of it. You know, there's Twitters, there's one Twitter, there's two Twitter, there's a Facebook page, there's an Instagram, there's image searches, there's people getting excited about it. There's a big website that's full of information, and I could not find anything on this. The only thing that I've seen is, you know, physical outside advertising, which, if it works, is fair enough. I mean, I spotted it. You know, I'm sort of average consumer. I spotted it and I was like, wow, you know, that must be a new flavour. I'd like to try. I'd like to review it. So I guess in that respect, maybe they don't feel like they need it. But I found it odd. It's as if the marketing team is either not interested in doing it, or they're not allowed to say too much. It's as if they sound right, you know, keep it, you know, tell them enough so that they know that we exist, and that's all they need to know. Which, I don't know, I don't know about you guys, but in this day and age, I find it odd, especially a company as big as Volvic with such an iconic product. But yeah, no, as you can see, you know, very much bandwagoning on the whole, like, oh, Brazilian exotic flavours, which a lot of companies are doing, and I'll review those in later videos. You know, you've got the flavour Brasilia with the little Brazilian flag colours. Well, actually, no, that is the shape of a Brazilian flag if you do look really closely. You've got the blue, you've got the green, you've got the yellow. It's a touch of cocoa pineapple flavour, which anyone will know is pina colada, although no alcohol in this, sadly. Oh, that's it. On their Facebook, they did have one post promoting this, which if you were the first person to like or comment, you won a pair of flip-flops. So that's pretty much it. And a lot of people were sort of getting on that, so I don't know why they don't expand it. So yeah, we've got, you know, first of the very big range of Brazilian inspired products, you know, going on the whole you know, Brazilian World Cup theme. And I think it's a good theme for summer because, I mean, no offense to Sweden, but if the World Cup was in Sweden, you couldn't sell this, you know. I mean, you couldn't really sell like meatball flavour. I'm sorry, that was awful. I'm sorry, that's a terrible joke. But what I'm saying is, because it's in Brazil, you can capitalise on the tropical fruit, the tropical flavours, the idea of sun and sunning yourself and all of that. So that's good. I guess, you know, a lot of companies will be doing that. So let's have a little look at the bottle. You've got the regular Volvic information on there. It says, like us on Facebook for our latest news and competitions. By news, you mean animal memes? Really? God. We've got a little bit about where Volvic is made, as is standard on all the Volvic bottles. Oh, crikey, have you seen that? 12.5 grams of sugar in that. It's water. Well, it's not. You got water, sugar, acidity regulator, flavouring and preservative. So it's water with flavour, really, isn't it? Oh, well. Don't know what to expect, so let's give it a little try. I mean, it's clear, so no colourings. That's good. Right, please don't fall over. Right, so let's give it a smell. Well, yeah, you can smell the coconut flavour. It just smells like a pina colada drink, I'm not going to lie. It smells fairly nice, actually. It doesn't smell too artificial. It's good a taste. Well, the first thing that hits you is not the flavour, it's the water. The first thing is, well, I know water doesn't technically have a flavour, but it tastes, you know, like water. And then the coconut and pineapple is very much an aftertaste that sits on the back of your tongue. It's quite nice, actually. It's quite pleasant. I mean, if that was over ice, you know, maybe with a couple slices of fruit in that on a hot day, that would be a nice alternative to water. It feels more refreshing. I mean, and I know it's not more refreshing than other water, but it definitely feels very tropical. It tastes really nice. Oh, yeah, no, that's pretty good. That's pretty good actually. I'm quite impressed by that, because I've tried the other ones and I'm not overly keen, but that was not, it doesn't taste artificial, it doesn't taste like flavourings, it just tastes like coconut and pineapple really. Um so yeah, that's really nice. It's a real shame that their marketing tends to fall a little bit flat, because I think it's quite a popular product and, oh, pardon me, and they could really go for something big. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon in another review. We'll have some more Brazilian themed sort of food and drink coming up once I get my hands on it, and so I'll see you then.